So in your physical format, have you run across the concept or the notion of unconditional love? Been hearing it. A lot of people talk about it. Hardly anybody gets it. Most think that unconditional love means look at a condition that is horrible and love it. So you need a lot of practice at that. But you can't look at unwanted and be a vibrational match to wanted, so you're never able to accomplish that. That's what makes you want to define things and explain things. But we want you to understand that what unconditional love is, we're going to make it easier for you. Unconditional love, unconditional clarity, unconditional appreciation, unconditional alignment, because love and appreciation and clarity and eagerness and all of those words that describe good feeling, they all mean alignment with source, and that's what love is. Alignment, pure alignment, non-resistance. So unconditional love or clarity is about being in love or clarity. We have enjoyed this interaction immensely. But the words unconditional love are not just a goal for you to accomplish. It is also the process by which to accomplish it, all in the sentence. Unconditional love means love. We've enjoyed this interaction immensely. It means, do you know what it means? Can you feel what it means? It means withdrawing your attention from the condition that prevents the love. Unconditional love means there are conditions that you love and there are conditions that you don't love, but when you train yourself to sift and sort for the best conditions, you train yourself to be a conditional liver. You're looking at conditions, and if there are good conditions, you feel wonderful, and if there are not good conditions, you feel terrible, but then you have no control because your reality is full of conditions. Have you noticed? There are conditions everywhere. Don't turn on the television, whatever you do. It will bring a myriad of conditions to you. The television news networks, they scour the planet for things that they know will frighten you. And they dramatize them and they put them on 24-hour cycles and they put music behind them and they bring them right into your living room and they say, practice unconditional love. And we say, you just can't look at that stuff without the opinion of your source about it rising in a vibrational frequency that will let you know where you are in relationship with it, you see. So unconditional love means you got to decide that first and foremost you want to be in alignment, and if it requires withdrawing your attention from conditions that don't allow your alignment, then so be it. That's what unconditional love is. It's caring more about love than about perusing the conditions. It's about caring more about alignment or love, appreciation, clarity, than being right. Oh. That's hard to take, isn't it? When you decided to come forth into this physical body, you did not say, I'll go forth, I'll be born, splat. And I will find the right way of living, and I will convince others to come that way with me. You didn't say anything like that. You said, oh, what a wonderful world this is. The diversity of this time-space reality will provide for me the most wonderful format for new ideas to be born within me that can be realized by me. Not new ideas that can be born within me that I will then take everyone else by the hand and show them the error of their ways and the rightness of my ways. Not one of you said that. You were aligned with source then. But then you get here and you don't feel so good, and your assumption is that the reason that you don't feel good is because that condition makes you feel bad. So then you set out to change a condition that you have no control over, and then you get defeated, and then you become so judgmental about the way others live. Those far from you, those in masses, and those up close to you. You know, I felt a lot better before you said that to me. You shouldn't have said that to me. You should not have said that to me. I was happy before you said that to me. But now you've said that to me. I'll never forget that you've said that to me. I'm going to use the fact that you said that to me as my reason to be miserable for the rest of my life. Oh, don't try to take it back now. It's too late. You can't take it back. My misery is my own. You're laughing, but you do it every day. Felt a lot better before that happened. If this condition were different than it is, then I would feel better. Maybe so. But if your feeling better is contingent upon that condition changing right before your eyes, you're in deep doo-doo. Because there is a momentum to all things. Things don't just happen. There is a momentum about them. Law of attraction and momentum are the same word. Law of attraction says that which is likened to itself is drawn. So when you give your attention to something, you activate a vibration within you about it, and things like that then are coming to you. And once you cross the 17-second mark, you've got some momentum going. Once you are 17 seconds, and you cross the 68-second mark, you've got enough momentum going that without a conscious decision about it, it's going to take off for a little while until you sleep. And the nice thing about sleeping is when you sleep, momentum stops. You can pick it right up, and usually do the next day, but you don't have to. So as we're visiting with you about creating your own perception of reality, it may feel to you that we are trying to teach you how to control the conditions of your life. That isn't what we are wanting to teach you at all. We want to teach you to control your alignment with your broader perspective, because that's where your happiness is. The success that you're seeking is alignment. But then we have to say to you that once you consistently find that alignment, the conditions of your life will meld and mold and become vibrational matches to the frequency that you are predominantly offering. So you will change the conditions, but we want to say to you, you can't let the changing of conditions be the motive for the reason that you are finding alignment, because if the changing of a condition is the motive behind finding the vibrational alignment, now your attention is upon the condition and you cannot get there from there. You cannot get there from there. Then you step into what you call tolerance. You just put up with it. You fool yourself. You kid yourself. You use words. You get a smile on your face. Say happy-sounding things while you are emitting a vibration that is different from that. That doesn't work out very well, does it? So here's the basic statement that we want you to hold in your mind as you are moving forward forevermore. The universe does not hear what you say. The universe hears what you mean. And what you mean is what you're offering vibrationally. And you know what you mean by the way you feel. So if you are feeling uncomfortable about something, you have some refocusing to do in order to bring the discomfort into comfort. And as you begin to discover that you have the ability to bring yourself into that comfortable alignment, oh, then so many things that you've been wanting will flow into your experience. You have been sifting and sorting, and in the process, you've been launching these rockets of desires. And in the process, you've created a vibrational version of the reality that you are seeking. Now, we want you to understand that to you, it's a future version of a reality that you are looking for. But to us, it's an existing reality that you've already carved out that does exist. Can you hear the difference in that? When you want more money, you become vibrationally more prosperous. And even though you doubt it and you don't let it flow into your experience, you have become a more vibrationally prosperous being. So we began talking to you about this vortex. It's a vibrational reality that existed in part before you even came into this physical body, and that you've been adding to vibrationally ever since. And so for a while, we talked about it for quite a while with you. We wrote a whole book about getting into the vortex, being a vibrational match to the vibrational reality that is you. And after a while of listening to us, you were very kind and nice and patient with us as you were watching Esther wave her arm around about this place that you can't really see, while Abraham insisted that this is a vortex of creation and that everything you want is in there. And if you could just look more carefully, you could see it, that this is the vibration, this is the vortex, and you want to get in there, and you say, oh, okay. I don't actually see anything now that I'm in there. And then we said, of course, you don't see it or hear it or smell it or taste it or touch it, because that's all about the manifested version. In other words, the vibrational reality is, hear this, We're only going to say it to you 1,000,000 times. The vibrational version of it is, we can't wait to tell you, and yet we want to let there be enough suspense that you remember when we do tell you. The vibrational version is unconditional. Now, there should be a lot bigger gasp in the room. Because what that means is the conditions have not been realized yet by you. You began saying things to us such as, Abraham, I'll accept your odd version of all of this. I can accept that I was something before I was this. And I'll even accept that that something still exists and that there is some relativity to it. And I guess I can accept that my emotions speak to that relationship. And I'll play your silly game. Okay, there's a vortex. There's a vortex, and everything I want is in it. So, Abraham, how do I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? That's what I really want to know. And it's really what we want you to know. There's no satisfaction. You're physical beings. You've come forth into this physical time-space reality. You are creators. You have come to manifest things. It is never our intention to get you to just be happy with the vibrational version of things. We just want you to know that the vibrational version of things exists and that it does have a frequency and that you've got to feel yourself to the frequency before there is a match and before it can be realized by you. If you want money and you're complaining about not having enough, your money is not going to come out of the vortex into your bank account because there is too much vibrational discord going on with you. So over time, we've been explaining lots of different ways. You got to find the feeling of the money. And you say to us, and we understand, how can I find the feeling of something that isn't? And we say, but you see, you've trained yourself so conditionally. You have been such responders to conditions that you don't realize that you could respond to a vibration and create a condition. You did not come to face reality. You came to create reality. But you can't create a new reality while you've got your undivided attention upon the reality that exists. If you let what is be the reason that you offer the vibration that you offer, it's just going to keep repeating itself. Different places, different faces. Same scenario over and over and over and over again. You don't need our word for that. You know it. You've been living it, haven't you? Different places, different faces, but not much shifting. If you just keep looking at what is and talking about what is and joining groups that also are agreeing about what is, as you keep talking about what is and how much you don't like what is and how long you've been living what is that you don't want to live what is and how many others are living the same what is that you don't want and how somebody else should do something about changing the condition about what is so that you could just observe what is and feel better. And we say, give it up. Give it up. You're only going to continue to perpetuate what is. And a lot of what is pretty sweet, isn't it? There's a lot of what is that you want to continue. There's a lot of what is that is good as it is and is getting better all the time. There is a lot of what is that is really the way you want it to be. But there is some of what is that is not the way you want it to be. And those things, you've got to get your attention off of the what isness of them and onto the vibrational essence of what you are seeking. And so what we want you to leave this gathering really feeling, and you're in a place where you can get it easily, is that in all of all that is, there only is and only ever has been and only ever will be right here, right now. There's only now and how you feel, and only now and how you feel, and only now and how you feel. And you have control over how you feel now and how you feel now and how you feel now. And as you begin exercising that control over how you feel now and how you feel now, how you feel now is just going to be enhanced in how you feel now. And then you will be less attached to what's coming next, because what's coming next is not necessary for how you feel now. And then you will understand firsthand what unconditional love is, what alignment with source energy is, and then you will know who you are and why you are here. You will know what your purpose of life is. Your purpose of life is joy.